we proceed to Kenya Cup and take a look at the fixtures that we're expecting this afternoon in Kenya Cup. And defending champions KCB will be at home in Ruaraka welcoming Black Blood. And remember, KCB are unbeaten this season. And remember, last season they went on a 10-match winning spree. So are they going to continue that? They are playing Black Blood in their third match of the season this afternoon. Nondis welcome Mombasa at the Jamhuri Park. We have Kabras who welcome Nakuru at the Kakamega Showgrounds. And we also have Homeboys playing Impala. Remember, Impala Saracens are the leaders of the league so far. Queens welcome Mwamba at the RFUA grounds, while Strathmore versus Kisii, that was one of the matches for the weekend that was postponed. Now, moving away from rugby, let's take a look at football, and we are talking about the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup. Now, on Thursday, Zanzibar came from a goal down to beat Tanzania mainland 2-1. Let's take a look at the highlights from that match. Remember, we have other matches that are lined up for this afternoon. But first, let's take a look at the highlights from the games that were played on Thursday and Friday. But first, Thursday, where Zanzibar came from a goal down to beat Zanzibar mainland 2-1.
Let leg on Shaban Hussein. Let leg on this one. It's Quizera. Oh! What a goal! What a goal from Quizera! Dawa, he strikes and he scores. And it's 1-1 here in Pukungu. Well, the Burundi footballers are not very happy with the referee there. But again, the Ethiopians will be the ones happy. Dawa, he strikes and he scores. And it's 1-1 here in Pukungu. Well, the Burundi footballers are not very happy with the referee there. But again, the Ethiopians will be the ones happy. Switching from one side to the other. Cross from Cedric. Oh! Clumsy goalkeeping! Clumsy goalkeeping! You just cannot believe it, but the substitute, Cedric Urasenga, has made it 2-1. It is a penalty. It is Mavuko. Mavuko strikes. Super football from Burundi. As they lead Ethiopia by 1. Dikumana, Hussein, Dikumana, Hussein. It's good football. What can they do? It's a chance, another chance. Oh, what a goal! What a beauty of a goal from Nahimana Sashim.
So, still on the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup. Remember, in Group B, Burundi got a 4-1 got a 4-1 win over Ethiopia, while in the other match, Uganda were 5-1 winners over South Sudan. But let's take a look at the fixtures for this afternoon in the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup. The match that has just started at 2 p.m., that is the match between Tanzania taking on Rwanda. Remember, Tanzania has not won any game in this tournament so far, and the same goes to Rwanda. Rwanda has not won any game in the tournament so far. And the match that will be later on at 4 p.m. in the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup will be between Kenya and Zanzibar. Now, Zanzibar tops Group B with 6 points, while Kenya is second with 4 points. And the two clash to see who will go top of the table. A win for Kenya will see Kenya go top of the table with 7 points, while Zanzibar will be second with 6. A win for Zanzibar will see Zanzibar with 9, and then Kenya with 4 points. So we'll be waiting to see how that unfolds for the Harambee Stars. So let's take a look at the Sekafa table right now, and we begin with Group A. We take a look at Group A and how the the teams have aligned themselves in Group A. Remember, in Group A, we have Zanzibar topping the group with 6 points. Kenya is second with 4 points. Then we have Libya, who have drawn all their 3 matches with 3 points. Then we have Tanzania and Rwanda. So that is how Group A looks when you talk about CECAFA. You take a look at Group B. Uganda leads Group B with 4 points. Then you have Burundi with 4. Then you have Ethiopia and I beg your pardon. Then you have Ethiopia coming in third. Now moving on to the the National Olympics Committee of Kenya, that is NOC, yesterday unveiled a fundraising and marketing team that will steer the NOC rather to make sure it attains its objectives. Speaking during the unveiling of the team, NOC President Paul Tergat said the team will propel the commission to achieve its mission. The members include Mohamed Nyaoga, Caroline Dungu, Emma Miloyo, and Patrick Obath, Donald Kipkorir, and Peter Gasheru.
It's a big thing, and a lot of for international events, but these setbacks have arisen.
We shall allow for photographs now. Maybe for the commission itself, I want to assure them that any funds that will come to us, we are going to make sure that they will be part and parcel of managing that account for the better and good of our sportsmen and women of this country.
We want to work with a difference. We want to work with accountability. But more importantly, we want to work with the intention of achieving our mandate and serving sports in this country in a different way.
Now, Christopher Okech is seeking to dethrone Steve Wamalwa as Kenya's strongest man in the Kenya's Strongest Man competition that is currently going on at the Sikh Union Club in Nairobi. Remember, we also have 2014 Qatari's Strongest Man winner, that is Joseph Iro, who is also in contention for being named Kenya's Strongest Man. Let's take a look at what they think of the competition and how well they are prepared for the competition. Fresh from winning Qatar's Strongest Man, Kenya's Christopher Okech is seeking to dethrone Steve Wamalwa as Kenya's Strongest Man in the Kenyan finals that will take place in Nairobi. Okech, who has won Qatar's Strongest Man on 3 consecutive occasions, feels it's finally time to be crowned the Kenyan champion.
Well, I'm expecting a revenge of sorts, and I'm well prepared for that, and I've been training, and I think I'll have something new to bring into the table.
And of course, there's the pride and the title and the honor that comes with it. So we're expecting a very explosive competition. Okech
will, however, not have the going easy. He will also be facing a familiar face in Joseph Iro, who finished second in Qatar.
It feels amazing, first of all, being home. It's first time for me to compete back home. I can't underestimate them because I don't know their level of training because I haven't trained them with them before. So I'm just expecting a challenge. Yeah. For myself, I'm ready because after I just competed 2 weeks ago, I'm just in the top form.
The two feel Kenya's championship is challenging compared to the one in Qatar.
Over there, we can talk about the prize. It's a bit higher. And then the activities that we do over there is different from here. Like we're doing 5 events only in Qatar. Here we're doing like 9 events. See the slight difference, like 4 events more extra.
Defending champion Steve Wamalwa, who has held the title in the last 2 years, will also be out to defend his title and the goodies that come with it.
We will be walking away with 200,000 shillings in cash and also a piece of land in Ngong. The first runners-up will be walking away with 100,000 shillings in cash, as well as an eighth of an acre in Ngong. And then the third place will be walking away with 50,000 shillings.
The championships will be held at the Nairobi Gymkhana. Now, the final round of the Kenya National Rally was revved off this morning in Nakuru. First off the ramp was Carl Tundo. And remember, 4 drivers have an opportunity of winning this year's title. Leading the standing is Ian Duncan, followed by Carl Tundo. Then we have Baldev Chaga, Karan Patel, Manvir Barian, and Tapio Lokanen following each other in that order. Of course, that is a story that we'll be looking forward to see who comes out as the winner of the 2017 edition of the Kenya National Rally. Remember, 4 drivers all have an opportunity of winning this year's edition of the Kenya National Rally. But now, moving away from the rally, we want to focus on this year's edition of Chapa Dimba, and we are here at Gusii Stadium. We want to look at Chapa Dimba, in particular the teams that have played this morning, the teams that will be playing in the final tomorrow. That is the ladies teams that have already qualified for the final. But before we get into that, remember we had 380 matches being played in Nyanza region alone, and we had 265 teams taking part in this competition. And now we have 8 teams that traveled all the way to Kisii to compete for the final 4 slots for the nationals. Remember, 2 teams, the winner here will be going to the national finals in Nairobi in the ladies team and the men's team. The winner takes, the regional winner takes 200,000 Kenya shillings, while the national winner gets 1 million Kenya shillings. Now, if I may take you back a while, when it started in Rift region, we had Kapenguria Heroes winning the men's title, while Tata Girls won the women's title. In Kapenguria, we had 2 players that have been signed by Kakamega Homeboys. That is David Majak, who was the most valuable player in the Rift region. Now, 2 weeks ago in Embu, we had Nyaka Talent Academy winning the ladies' title, while Mwingi Junior won the the ladies' title. So now I'm joined by the teams that have won today that will be meeting each other in the final. And I would like to start with the team that first won their match in the morning, and that is Plateau Soccer Queens, who won their match 4-1 in the morning. And probably we speak to the lady. Good afternoon. What is your name?
I'm Masia King.
What is your name?
Masia King.
How was the game this morning?
The game was fine. We enjoyed and we won.
Yes. Did you expect to win by 4-1 margin rather?
Yes, we expect to win because we trained. We had 2 days training and we trained very well. So we expected to win that game.
So you guys are in the final, and your opponents are right here. What should we expect from you?
What we expect is just a win because we want to go far. We want to go to London. So we are just expecting to win tomorrow, and we are ready to play tomorrow.
Do you see yourself winning tomorrow?
Yes, we are ready and we are going to win.
You are ready? Well, she says she's ready for tomorrow. They will be taking on their rival Ugari in the final, and she says she's ready. They will be winning. So let's talk to the coach of the team here, the 2 coaches from the team. If please you may tell us your name. What is your name?
My name is Omolo Kennedy.
Yes, Kennedy. How was the match?
The match was a tough one, and by the grace of God, we won.
4-1. When you say 4-1 was a tough one, it seems like for you it was a walkover.
It wasn't actually. The girls displayed the game and they took it to themselves, and eventually they won the match.
So yesterday, or no, rather tomorrow, you guys are playing a team that has also won. They won by 2-1 margin. It wasn't an easy game for them. What are your expectations?
It's yet another tough match. It's the 3rd time we are playing the same opponents this year. We met them twice in the Copa Under-16 tournament at the regionals, where we had an 0-0 draw in the preliminaries, and we won 3-0 in the final. So it's not an easy game. The team is reloaded, is rejuvenated, and we expect a tough match tomorrow.
So expecting a tough match tomorrow. Probably tell us your name. What is your name?
My name is George Omondi.
George, you are meeting a team that you've already met before in the final. What, as the coach, what do you expect in that match? And probably, are you expecting a high-scoring match?
It's going to be a tough match. It is a team that we've met before. We know one another, but I think we are ready for it.
You are ready to fight for it. What makes you so certain about that?
I'm looking at the quality in our team. We have serious talent in our team, and the girls are well prepared. Yeah.
Probably looking at the girls in your team, what, when you look at them, the amount, or rather the quality of the talent that you have, what do you have to say about that?
We are blessed. Actually, Plateau Queens is a school. That is Nyakach girls. So we scout for these girls right from primary. And then once we've identified them, we bring them to school. Then we train them as they also learn. So we believe in them. They've gelled together for a very long time. So they played together for a long time. Yeah.
So we've seen you play here very well. You're in the finals, and you say this is Nyakach girls. And probably now, next year, probably in the school games, where are we going to see you?
Definitely at the Nationals, we're going to be there. Yes.
Do you see yourself winning the 1 million shillings? That is the top prize for the national winners.
Fingers crossed we're going for it. We're going to win it.
Fingers crossed you're going to win. Thanks a lot, George. I appreciate for your time. And now let's talk to the team that also qualified for the finals, winning 2-1 against their opponent. So that this is Ugari. Yes, probably somebody may mistake it for Ugali. No, it's not Ugali. It's Ugari. They're going to take part in the finals against Plateau Soccer Queens. What is your name?
Okay, I'm Joyce Nasimir.
How was the game today?
The game was tough. We expected more goals, but at least the ground was not favoring us, so the goals were no more.
Thanks a lot. Coach, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, my friend.
If we probably face the camera, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Your players said that, today the match was tough. The ground did not, favor you. What do you think?
I think, the ground was not good. The ground was okay, but I think they played to their best. They played a very good game, and I expect a lot from them tomorrow. Yeah.
Your opponents have said they are going to win tomorrow. What are your chances?
I know they beat us in the past. They beaten us before. I think tomorrow we shall beat them.
Tomorrow
we are very sure that tomorrow we will beat them.
It's a team that you faced before in the Copa Coca-Cola. So are we going to see more goals from your girls?
You will see. It is a very tactical game. And I know we will do everything to win that match tomorrow. And I am assuring you, tomorrow we'll win the match.
So tomorrow we'll be here. I will be interviewing you as the winner.
Yes, I am. I'm very sure of that.
Thanks a lot, Coach. The coach right there, very giving us his assurance that tomorrow his team are the ones that are going to walk away with 200,000 shillings. That is the coach for Ugari. So the last one here, probably you tell us your name?
I'm called Joseph Kabadi.
Joseph, team manager for Ugari. So you guys are in the final, playing a team that you played before. 200,000 shillings at stake. What should we expect?
We promise we are going to do our best. As you have heard from all the coaches we have met before, we have given our best, but we have always been losing. So this time around, we promise them a very tough match. They are there for a surprise.
Thanks a lot. So at that point is where we take a break. But when we come back, we'll be looking at the English Premier League matches that have been lined up for this afternoon. And we are also going to speak to the Kisii County Sports Minister to tell us how the sports has been run in this county and probably what to expect in 2018.